Okay, so I know last week we did some measurement conversions and they were pretty tough. Those are really, really tough to understand, especially when I can't be right there with you guys helping you and you're struggling. They're tricky enough when we're in the classroom and we're all there together and you guys ask questions and other people can hear. And then when I'm right there to come over to your desk and show you exactly what it is, give you lots of examples, it can be a lot trickier when we're doing it this way, where I'm just making a video for you to watch. It's a lot harder, okay? So today we're gonna do another measurement conversion. This one's with customary, okay? And this is the only one that we're gonna do today, or this week, that we haven't already done this year. Everything else we're doing Wednesday, Thursday, those are going to be things that we have done a lot this year. Okay, so hang tough with me this week, or today. This one's going to be a little bit tougher than probably Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday, you're going to have done it a lot of times. It'll be really easy for you. Okay, I hope. All right, so this time we're using customary. So this is feet, inches, yards, miles, okay? And I just noticed here you probably can't tell what I wrote, miles. And so I'm gonna show you a little trick. Now for some people, they can look at this and they're like, oh, inches into feet. Let's see, there's 12 inches in a foot, so I can do this really quickly. And if you're one of those people that just, it clicks in your mind right away, great. If you're someone that's like, I am so confused right now, it's okay. All right. I'm not taking a grade on today's assignment. I do want you to do your best on it. If there's some corrections that need to be made, I'll open it back up and let you know that you need to go back and make some corrections for me. But right now, anyway, I'm thinking I'm probably not going to take a grade on this one. But I do want you to do your best so that I can see what, because next week we'll do another conversion one and I want to see how we do on it, because if we do really well, we might be able to skip some of the conversion lessons. So please do try your best on these, okay? All right, so I'm going to show you a trick that I use that for those kids that it doesn't click right away and it doesn't make sense in your mind. It kind of helps if you write it out on paper this way, okay? So I have inches and feet. So I'm looking at my list up here, and you'll want to write this list down because you'll need it for your practice work today. I'm going to look for the one that has the label inches and feet in it. So when I go up here to this top one, I have inches and feet. So I'm going to put my feet label underneath my feet, my inches label underneath my inches. Okay, so up here I have 1 foot, so I'm going to put that with my feet, 1 foot. And I have 12 inches. 12 inches. Okay. Now, the next thing I want you to do, I want you to circle the side that has a blank on it. Okay, and circle both numbers. All right, so now this one has a blank. Look at the number below it and look at both numbers on the bottom row. The one that is circled, is it bigger or smaller than the one that's not circled? Okay, 1 is smaller than 12. So I'm only going to multiply or I'm going to divide. So if I want my answer up here, this answer needs, both answers over here need to be smaller than these over here. So if I want to make it smaller, I'm going to divide. When I am doing measurement conversions, I never use the number 1. So I'm going to divide these two right here. So 60 divided by 12. So 12 times what gets me close to 60 without going over? 5. 12 times 5 is 60. So my answer that goes in the blank is 5. Okay? Now, before some of you say, I don't get it, and you know who you are just like I do, I'm not going to say your name here. Before you say, I don't get it, let's do another one together. And guys, it's always a good idea when I'm doing these videos. It doesn't hurt as I'm doing them to go ahead and pause and see if, before I come up with the answer, try it yourself and see if you come up with the same answer and then hit play. And then if not, see if you can figure out what you did wrong. Message me if you can't figure out what you're doing wrong. All right. So again, I look at my labels. I have yards and inches. So I'm coming up here. I'm looking for the one that has both yards and inches in it. Well, this one has yards and inches. So this is the one I'm going to use. I put my yard label underneath the yards, inches underneath the inches. So I come up here, yard and inches. So 1 yard, so put the 1 with the yard, is 36 inches. So put the 36 here. Okay. Now circle the side that has the blank. Okay. Look at your bottom row only. Is 36 bigger or smaller than 1? It's bigger. If I want to make an answer bigger, should I multiply or should I divide? I need to multiply. So I never use the 1. I use the 2 remaining numbers. So I'm going to take 36 times 5. That's 30, 15, and 3 is 18. So 5 yards equals 180 inches. Okay, so let's try this last problem here. Again, I'm looking for my labels. Miles, yards. Look up here, which one has both miles and yards in it? That's going to be my bottom one. So I'm going to write my labels, miles under miles, yards underneath yards. 1 mile, so put the 1 with the mile. 1,760 goes with the yards. Okay. Now, circle the side with the blank. Look at your bottom numbers only. Is the number circled bigger or smaller than the one that's not? 1,760 is most definitely bigger than 1. I never use a 1. Okay, if it's bigger, okay, that means this answer up here is also going to be bigger. If it's going to be bigger, should I multiply or should I divide? I need to multiply. So I'm going to multiply. Don't use the 1. I multiply the 2 remaining numbers together. 1,760 times 5. That's 30. 35 and 3 is 38. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 3 is 8. 8,800 yards in 5 miles. Okay, I hope this helps you. If there's, I know, like I said, some of you can just look at it and know whether you're going to have to multiply or divide. That's great. If you're one of those people, you don't have to do all these steps. But you might want to, if you get done with it and you didn't do all these steps, and go back and look at your practice. And if you see a lot of red on there, a lot of incorrect answers, you might message me so that I can open it up for you again so you can go back and make corrections. And if you need to go back and make corrections, I would really recommend using this method of writing it underneath, circling, looking bigger or smaller so you know whether to multiply or divide. Okay, message me if you have any questions. And like I said, hopefully this is the toughest one for us this week.